Sonic the Hedgehog, the main man. Sonic first came onto our screens like a wrecking ball in the hugely popular Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. His games have had its ups and downs, but Sonic's always been iconic. I'm SonicGuy, and here are 10 facts about Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 1. He existed because of Mario. Near the end of 1989, Sega of Japan was so obsessed by the success of Nintendo, and more specifically the Super Mario Bros., that they were in need of a new mascot to take the lead in the gaming market. Alex Kidd was their original mascot, but he wasn't up to speed. And higher ups at Sega thought it looked like, in their own words, a complete copy of Super Mario Bros. A contest in Sega was launched to create the Million Seller project, as in a game to sell 1 million copies. When Yuji Naka was given the game project that would eventually become Sonic the Hedgehog, it was under the codename Defeat Mario. Number 2. The original design was a rabbit. Okay, so originally there were 4 designs that were considered for the new Sega mascot. A wolf, a bulldog, a humanoid with a bold, egg-like head, a rabbit designed by Naoto Oshima. The rabbit was supposed to catch items in his ears and then throw them back at enemies, but Naka thought they slowed down the action and didn't fit his original idea of a high-speed platformer. When trying to find an animal that could roll into a ball, they saw a rabbit wouldn't fit and had a choice to either pick an armadillo or a hedgehog. We all know which one they ended up picking. Number 3. Mr. Needlemouse. Naoto Oshima was tasked with the design for this new hedgehog mascot when he remembered an old sketch of a black and white hedgehog which he called Mr. Haranzumi, translated to English as Mr. Needlemouse. This name was known to hardcore fans for years, until in 2010 they used the name again when working on Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 with the alias Project Needlemouse. A nice little callback. Number 4. Sonic's blue colour. So a little one, but this is still quite interesting. Originally Sonic was supposed to be blue, as it looked striking, memorable, and most importantly, it's Sega's colours. So people would instantly associate him with Sega. The problem was, when they started to integrate Sonic into the levels, they were still made for this rabbit character. When Sonic was in the Green Hill Zone, his colour looked way too similar to the backgrounds of the levels, including the sky and the water. Then the decision was made to make Sonic a darker blue to stand out from the backgrounds. This is why in the game he's a lot darker blue than on like a lot of the covers. Also, when showing classic Sonic in Sonic Generations and other media, he's a lot lighter blue than he actually was in the game. Number 5. Sonic's girlfriend Madonna. Naoto Oshima was a big fan of pop music, and specifically Michael Jackson. Originally Oshima wanted Sonic to have a girlfriend named Madonna, who was based on the singer of the same name. Sega of America had a problem with a blue hedgehog having a romantic relationship with a human woman, and Madeline Schroeder, the business manager of Sega of America, and Tom Kalinske, the head of Sega of America, went to Japan to show their discomfort with the idea and saying it was too similar to Mario's quest to rescue his princess. Still, it didn't stop Sonic 06 from doing the same thing. Number 6. The original Sonic Underground. As many longtime fans of Sonic know, Sonic Underground is a story of Sonic and his siblings in a rock band. Oshima thought of it way at the start, to go with the idea of Sonic and Madonna, but Sega of America didn't think it was necessary to the story. They thought it didn't add anything to the game, though aspects of this rock band idea still made their way into the Sonic universe. Things like Sonic Underground, as mentioned before, and even Vector, who was in the band, was eventually reworked into the character used in Knuckles Chaotix. Also, a small nod to this is in the credits of Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Gear or Master System, Sonic can be seen singing into the mic. Number 7. He's from where? Sonic's planet/home has always been widely debated due to varying sources and different stories throughout the Sonic universe. Mobius, South Island. Well, the first time Sonic mentioned where he was from was in a mock interview where Sonic spoke to the readers of Spec magazine. He said he was from Christmas Island on a strange world different from ours. Later on, the Sonic Bible says that he lives in Nebraska from Earth. This was to be used as Sonic's official backstory for non-Japanese regions. Then in the Sonic OVA movie, Sonic lives in the world of Planet Freedom, a place split into two realms, the Land of the Sky and the Land of Darkness. The Land of Darkness heavily implies it to be a dark future of Earth, with hints like the ruins looking like that of New York City. In most Japanese iterations, the planet is just referred to as Sonic's World, or Soniku no Sekai. With a few exceptions, the planet was never mentioned in-game until Sonic Adventure 2. Takashi Iizuka has said in regards to the world, "Of course the world in Sonic Adventure 2 is imaginary, but we drew our inspirations from what we saw every day," referring to San Francisco where the game was developed. Yuji Naka has later stated that Sonic is from Earth, just not our Earth. Number 8. Sonic's first game appearance. Sonic's first game appearance was in 1991, but not with Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, but with Rad Mobile, which was a racing game on the arcade. The developers of Rad Mobile asked Sonic Team if they could use him in the game as a keyring for the car, and Yuji Naka remembers thinking it would be a cool idea. This, coupled along with the big marketing push given to Sonic, made him one of the most popular game characters of all time, even before his first game was even released. Number 9. Hadouken? Yeah, this might sound weird, but it's possible to perform the Hadouken with Sonic. This isn't in Sonic Battle, Sonic Fighters, or even in Super Smash Bros. This is actually in the 8-bit era with Sonic Chaos. If you go to the sound test menu and press the command for Hadouken, which is down, down forward, and then forward, and a button, Sonic would do the Hadouken, made famous by Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter. Why didn't he use this in Super Smash Bros? And number 10, Sonic's real name. So according to the Sonic Bible, Sonic's original name was Sonny Hedgehog. In the Sonic the Hedgehog manga, published by Shugakukan, Sonic is called Nikki and is a human, but has the power to transform into his alter ego Sonic. In most versions of the universe, Sonic was always called Sonic, but in the Archie version, head writer Ken Penders revealed that Sonic's birth name was Maurice. Yep, Maurice the Hedgehog. Marisa Knuckles, Maurice X, Maurice 06. In the story, Maurice was the name of Sonic's grandfather, but Sonic later had his name legally changed to Sonic. Penders later revealed after issue 50 that Maurice was Sonic's middle name now, and apparently his first name was always intended to be Ogaliv. Maurice Forces. There you go, there's my original Sonic character. Do not steal. This has been 10 facts about Sonic the Hedgehog. Do you know any more? Leave them in the comments. Also mention which character you'd like to see a top 10 facts video about. I've been SonicGuy, and I'm out of here.